first, I would say, is the issue of setting a strategic plan for oneself. As a manager, we are taught to set strategic plans for others and for the organization, but I think it's important to first set some goals for yourself. And I mean both goals that have to do with what you're doing in the workplace, as well as goals that have to do with what you're doing at home and in other areas of your life. And by so doing, you're then better able to figure out what you're going to do in the workplace. Next would be not setting up a strategy for what you're going to do in the workplace. So not setting up your goals for, say, specific projects or for the overall plan. So that's the second. The third would be really assessing carefully the types of people you're working with in a workplace. So in other words, making the assumption that all of your staff really flow through the day in the same way that you do. As an example, if you have someone who really requires understanding of every rule and regulation clearly before they begin a project, if you throw something at them and you expect them to proceed without understanding, you may get a deer in the headlights response from them because they just need that extra knowledge of what the full breadth of the rules and regs are. So that's number 3, really understanding your workforce. The fourth thing would be laying out the plan with clarity for your staff. So you now understand what you want to have happen, but you also want to make sure that you're clear that everyone on your staff understands how you want it to happen. And then I would say another of the major errors is not reviewing what the outcomes have been. So not sharing with your staff this was a positive, this was a negative, and not finding a way to do that in a constructive manner.